I'm getting in the back of your car when you were leaving the parking lot.
You were trying to warn me, and I thought you...
I know what you thought.
Will somebody please tell me what's going on? Mother, the man in the back of my car, he was obviously...
After Barbara or her money.
Do you know Barbara?
Yes, I do, ma'am. She may not remember, but I do.
Come on in, let me fix that.
Thank you.
I see if we can find some antiseptic in here.
Thank you. Oh. Thank you.
We've met before, haven't we?
Yeah? UCLA, before I went into the service. I was working my way through. The hard way. As a matter of fact, I was mopping up floors in the girls' gymnasium.
Now I remember. Larry Miller.
That's right. And somebody stole your watch and they nominated me for Mr. Guilty. That is until you said that you had found it. Can I have one of those?
Sure.
You know something? I never believed you.
I couldn't see them expelling you for a $50 watch.
I was grateful. I still am.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Hey, whatever happened to that pretty little rich girl that lived in Beverly Hills?
Let's just say the money ran out.
Yeah. You know something? I've never been able to figure out whether it's better to have a lot of loot and lose it, or to never have no money so you don't know what you're missing. I'm calling the police, ma'am. I figure that the quicker they get here, the better chance they have of catching that creep.
I'm sure he's gone for good. Come on, let me pick you up first.
Lieutenant Miller, please. You may not believe this, but I have great faith in the fuzz. Hello, Dad.
Well, if it isn't my son, the Black Sherlock Holmes. What have you been doing with yourself?
Well, I haven't been doing too much, Dad, but a guy just tried to kick my brains out.
Yeah, how'd he do?
He missed, I think.
Yeah, his foot was probably too big.
Dad, this guy that jumped me really wanted a girl.
Yeah, so did your mother and I.
That's one for you, Dad.
So is this an official complaint?
Yeah, it is official. He was Caucasian, big, about 6 foot, swarthy complexion, sport clothes. He had a gun, but I got it now. I'm going to bring it in because it probably has some prints on it.
Yeah, you do that. I'll check it out. Who's the girl?
Barbara Hagan. She works at Rockwell Electronics.
Yeah, she'll have to come in.
I'll ask her to file a complaint first thing in the morning.
Yeah, what happened to the assailant?
Well, he split from here a few minutes ago.
Where's here?
Walton Street, 1200 block, just off the freeway.
Yeah, well, I'll put somebody on it. Anything else?
Later, Dad.
Sit down here. Get that fixed up. That might sting.
Hey, now that we found the girl's mother, what's the angle? You gonna start the romance again?
Since when do you get paid for asking questions?
Barbara, if I were you, I'd go to the police station first thing in the morning.
All right.
Mrs. Hagan, if I were you, I'd keep that door locked and keep a phone nearby in case our hitchhiking friend decides to make a house call.
Well, I don't think we or the police will ever hear from him again.
Now, Mrs. Hagan, remember, he tried to attack your daughter. He might try it on another girl. When you go to the police station, you make sure you go through the files. I'm sure you'll find his face there.
We'll see how we feel about it in the morning, too.
Thank you for your kindness.
Larry, how about a cup of coffee?
No, I have to take a rain check, Barb. But I would like to use your phone again to call my partner.
Oh, certainly. What business are you in, Mr. Larry?
I'm a private investigator.
detective?
Mm-hmm. If anybody calls me Sam Spade, I'm leaving.
Miller and Williams.
Hi, Hazel. Let me speak to Dave, will you?
He's busy.
Will you tell him to put the cards down and come to the phone?
It's him.
Hi, him. Do you know what time you were supposed to...
Hold it. You will not believe what happened to me tonight.
Why not? I always do.
I tell you what, why don't you meet me in about 30 minutes at the health club? I'll tell you all about it. Oh, and you better tell your old lady that you'll be late for dinner.
Old lady? Oh, Shirley. Who's that? Last time I was home, my kids called me Uncle Daddy.
Are you going to meet me?
If I got a choice, I ain't going to have you burning my house down.
Goodbye, you nut. Well, I better split.
Larry, thanks again for helping Barbara.
Just remember, keep this door locked.
It's true what Larry said. I did know him in school. That man in your car was no school chum. He wasn't after me, was he, Mother? He was following me to trace you. I'm sorry, baby. I thought we had it licked. Do you think we ever will? I don't know.
RPY 736. 65 forward.
One phone call. We get a name and address.
Sure you never saw him before, huh?
No, not till he jumped me.
How did he know you were hiding in the car?
I don't know. He must have been watching.
You don't know when somebody's tailing you? Okay, check him out. Let's go.
How's it going, old buddy? Don't you old buddy me. This Amazon is trying to kill me. It was your idea, man. The road to hell. Like you said, the oil from the leaves gets into little pores, and pretty soon you feel like a fresh, strong tree. Yeah, it's been caught in the forest fire. Hey, did you call the answering service?
Oh, not only called, but opportunity hath knocked. We may even be able to pay the rent this month.
Hey, that's a groove. Just tell me, which husband wants his wife followed so that she won't be following him?
No, nothing that juicy. Ever hear of a company called Astrotech Industries?
Vaguely. Ouch! Hey, oh, God, I don't want to upset you, but that arm is connected with the shoulder. It's a set. Listen, don't take your repressions out on me. Oh.
Somebody over at Astrotech evidently heard about the work you did for Rockwell Industries. They want to make us richer.
Yes, between 4 and 5. Right. No, there won't be any problem. Thank you. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Larry Miller, and I'm expected at exactly now.
Mr. Miller's here.
Thank you.
Come this way.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller, I'm Mr. Kane.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
It's even nicer to know that you may have a job for me.
Well, from what I hear, you're just the man we're looking for.
Sit down. Thank you. Have a cigar, Mr. Miller. Thank you.
I checked you out with Rockwell Electronics, and they're very pleased with the job you did for them.
Well, I'm pleased that they're pleased. But why me?
Because you're black.
Well, it happens to be one of my favorite disguises. It fools everyone.
You're perfect for what I need. Little, unimpressive. No one would suspect you're a private eye.
Well, to be honest with you, Mr. Kane, there are times when I don't believe it myself. But seriously, what's your problem?
Stealing. In our Long Island plant.
Long Island, New York.
Yes. We make aircraft components there.
I see.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Yes?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a call for Mr. Miller on line 2.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Miller, please.
Thank you.
If you'd rather have privacy.
Oh, no. My life's an open book. Hello?
Hello. Dave told me where I'd find you. Say, what were you sniffing last night?
I don't follow you.
You never did. That attempted assault you called me about. The lady didn't show up this morning, so I put in a call. A Miss Barbara Hagan?
That's right.
Well, there's no listing in the book or with the phone company for anybody by that name on Walton Street or anyplace else in the city.
Look, I'll have to get back to you. I'm in the middle of closing a big deal.
Well, like your mother says, your room's always ready.
Goodbye.
Anything wrong?
Oh, no, Mr. Kane.
Oh, good.
As you were saying.
Well, we need a man like you, somebody nobody knows in our New York plant. Mm-hmm. Would something in the neighborhood of $500 a week, and expenses, of course, interest you?
I must say, that's a pretty interesting neighborhood.
And we'll raise it to $750 if you show results.
Now, I love that neighborhood.
Well, you could save us, I don't know, at least $100,000 a year.
Mr. Kane.
Yes?
Level with me, huh?
Of course.
I mean, let's be honest. There's at least a half a dozen guys of a half a dozen different shades who could do the job just as well and probably at half the price.
Well, I don't like anyone to feel he's underpaid. And it's all tax dollars anyway.
I don't believe it. I mean, I really don't believe it. Suddenly, here I am, a poor private investigator who suddenly gets pushed into the higher brackets by a man that I've never met before.
Let's just say I'm a pushover. Can you leave tonight?
Tonight?
Well, every minute you delay is costing us money.
It's costing me money, too, but... Well, let me be frank with you, Mr. Kane. Sunday is my family's anniversary. And I promised to have dinner with my mother and father.
Sunday's too late.
Well, then suppose my partner takes over. He's a terribly bright man, and...
Yes, but you're the head man, and we want the best.
Look, Mr. Kane...
The offer was made to you, Mr. Miller.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that... Well, something came up. That phone call. I'm afraid I can't.
Well, then I'm afraid it's no deal.
Well, goodbye steaks, hello hamburger. And thank you anyway for the offer. Oh, can I keep this?
It's deductible.
Thanks.
If you change your mind...
I'm hip. I got your number.
Have you? Have you? Miss Martin.
Yes, sir.
Come in, please.
Yes, sir.
Who was that call he got?
A Lieutenant Miller, the police.
Thank you.
Will that be all?
Yes, that's all. For the time being.
You're gonna wear a hole in that rug.
I just took my ears for a walk. Did you say you turned him down? You're out of your skull.
I told you, I can't leave town. Not yet.
You blew $750 a week for a girl you hardly know and you can't even find?
Dave, the girl's in trouble.
She didn't ask you for help. Kane did.
All right, so I'm a knight in shining armor.
We just got this operation going good, and you suddenly go soft in the skull. Now what?
Well, I'm looking for the note that says I'm supposed to be a brilliant businessman.
Oh, that's good. You're not exactly making points in the close friend department either.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Hey, Larry, look. Hey, listen. Remember us? Fucking Bubbles. 3 years in the Army, chasing AWOLs, dodging drunks, dreaming about the day we'd have an operation just like this.
Yeah.
Now, what does that girl mean to you anyway? Nothing, right? Right.
I love the way you hold conversations with yourself.
Somebody get a picture of this, please. Two of life's losers. The Watts washout and the Michigan misfit. We finally get our hands on a bowl full of gravy and you're gonna blow it all for some skirt. And the wrong shade at that.
Well, the way I figure it, if the Marquis de Sade keeps beating on me the way she does every day, I'll not only be black, I'll be blue. Who you call him?
Kane. Tell him you're changing your mind.
Dave, I gotta handle this my way. And you gotta let me handle it. I'll get it over with as quickly as possible, okay? Just hang loose, Sarge. Hazel.
Yes, Larry?
Do me a favor, will you, baby? Keep your opinions to yourself.
No, he didn't buy it. And the cops are involved. I don't know how yet. Elaine? Vanished. Dropped out of sight again, but I'll find her. No, not for myself. For us. I wasn't good enough for her 20 years ago. Now she's not good enough for me. Hold it a minute. Well, I was wrong. I didn't find Elaine. She found me. I'll call you later. Where's the lady who gave you this?
If you'll follow me, Mr. Stembler.
Surprised?
Surprised.
Sit down.
A double martini, very dry, 2 olives. Scotch on the rocks for me. How did you find me?
Oh, I heard you came here for lunch once in a while, so I took a chance.
Some things never change, do they?
Like the way we felt after that weekend in Coral Gables.
But you married Jerry.
He wanted me, only me. You wanted more, much more. And you have it all now.
I loved you.
I always believed that when we were together.
And now?
I need you now. If you ever cared about me, help me now.
At the last meeting of the board of directors.
They wanted something I can't give them.
Why not?
I don't have it. I never did.
Prove it.
You know I can't.
Then the pressure stays on until you deliver.
Oh, Rod, you always said...
I do anything. Oh, come on, Elaine. Don't throw pillow feathers in my face.
My daughter, Barbara. Leave her alone. No.
All right. All right. Give us what we want.
I can't.
Well, then we can't get together, can we?
Oh, we can. I'm sure we can.
Your timing's lousy. And so's your offer. Nice seeing you again, Mrs. Hagan.
In those old days, I must have sunk pretty low.
Cheers.
Beg your pardon?
I said, do you drink?
Well, drink what?
That's good. Beautiful drink, what?
Do you happen to know where the Hagans are?
The who?
The Hagans. Barbara and her mother.
Wait now, could you be talking about Barbara and Elaine Kelly?
Well, I don't know. Am I?
I got up this morning and they were gone. Oh, I tell you, being a landlady could drive a good woman to bad.
Do you own this house?
Oh, I do.
Well, did they leave a forwarding address?
No, and I'm not a bit surprised. They weren't exactly social, if you know what I mean. They drove me daft.
If you should happen to hear from them, here's my card. Tell them to call me, will you?
I will, if it'll please you, laddie.
Thank you.
Here it is. Barbara Kelly. 8 months she worked here.
What about a severance check?
She never picked it up.
Well, look, if she happens to come back for a check, give her this card, will you? And tell her to call me?
Why not?
Thank you, brother.
Even? Yeah, we're even. Where's the girl?
I don't know.
You came here to pick up her check for her.
Why don't you ask the man in the window, man?
What'd you tell him to say?
I didn't tell him nothing. I'm looking for her myself.
Where is the girl?
Drop dead, you mother!
Now, her old lady hired you to help him disappear. We're all gonna go look for him together. Let's put him in the car. Hey, you two!
Well, where'd you come from?
I was in the squad room when the call came in.
I'll tell you one thing, Big Daddy. Somebody up there definitely doesn't like me. Not to mention a couple of cats down here.
Well, maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Well, I ain't listening. Dad, I'd been beat up twice. I almost got run over. My partner, Dave, thinks I'm having an interracial romance with a girl I haven't seen in years. And I'm on a case and I haven't got a client.
So forget it.
No chance.
How is he, Doc?
Might have cracked a couple of ribs. We'll take some x-rays.
Do we need an ambulance to get him to the hospital?
No.
Okay, brave and fearless, let's go.
Oh, easy.
What are you doing?
We have to make a stop before you take me to the hospital.
Where?
Astrotech Industries downtown.
It'll have to wait. Larry, you could have broken ribs.
Dad, it can't wait. I gotta see me a man. You go down to Spring Street to the Mars building. Come on, Dad, let's go. Quietly.
Now, you better go slow, because you ain't got nothing to go on.
Yes, I do, Dad. It begins to figure out. First of all, he tries to hire me for 5 times my normal salary. And when that didn't work, he sends over those 2 hoodlums to work me over.
Why?
When I find out, Dad, I'll let you know, huh?
Larry, first he tries to buy you out of town. Then he tries to keep you. It doesn't wash.
Yes, it does, because now he figures I know where the girl is.
Do you?
No, but you can bet your pension I'm going to find out. Is Kane in?
Yes, Mr. Kane is in, but is he expecting you?
No, that's not likely.
Just a moment, sir.
Where's Kane?
I beg your pardon?
Where's Kane?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kane. They just barged in.
Where's the other girl?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
The blonde. The blonde with the curves.
Now, look, if this is some kind of joke, I'm not amused. I'm Thomas Kane. That's my secretary, and you're intruding.
And you're lying!
Now, why don't we let the police settle this?
That won't be necessary. Come on, Larry.
But that ain't Kane, Dad! And that ain't the girl either!
Sorry for the intrusion. Let's go.
Wow, what a bunch of weirdos.
Hello.
Standler?
Yeah.
Kane. You're right. He showed up. Had some guy with him.
How did it go?
Oh, like a dream. He's probably on his way to a head shrinker.
He'll need one. He's got another surprise coming.
Thanks, Joe. Astrotech Industries is legit. Mr. Kane is Mr. Kane, also legit.
Which makes you think that I belong in the rubber room at the funny farm, right?
The only ones who are going to give you the answers are the girl and her mother.
Yeah, wherever they are.
Stop beating yourself up, Larry. The girl didn't want help.
Maybe she couldn't ask. Drop me off by the office, will you, Dad? I'll get Dave to drive me back and pick up my car later.
What the...
Anyone here named Larry Miller?
Yeah, I'm Larry Miller.
Your partner's in the ambulance. He's okay.
Good. What about my secretary?
She was out.
Come on, let's go see Dave.
Dave? Hello, hero. Well, wave goodbye to the future.
What happened?
We had visitors, Pop. They were looking for your bright-eyed baby boy here.
What did they want?
I think the message was, You walk away from it. The girl, her mother, everything. Or next time, we both go up at the furniture.
What did they look like, Dave?
I couldn't see too well. Their fists kept blocking my vision.
Dave, try to remember, will you?
I don't want to remember. Don't you read me? I don't need any more of this. I don't need you. Now get out of here and leave me alone.
Looks like that last week in Saigon. Remember? Yeah. Like I said, a couple of life's real losers. Larry, yesterday in the ambulance. Hey, no straying, man. I mean, a long time ago. I don't pay no attention to what you say.
Well, hi.
Hi.
I thought you might like to know I put out in all points on the girl and mother and the creeps that did this.
Dad, you've been watching Dragnet too long.
What about your insurance?
Oh, ought to be enough to feed us till we get jobs with the power company.
What he means is that we've decided that if we're going to go broke, we might as well go broke together.
Besides, he needs a dumb partner around to make him look bright.
Oh, Larry? I just heard about the bombing on the radio. I am sorry.
It's comforting.
Thank you. This is my partner, Dave Williams, and my dad, Mrs. Hagan. Or is it Mrs. Kelly now?
It doesn't matter.
Well, I guess it really doesn't. Well, what's the problem?
Not here.
Well, what's the matter? You don't like the atmosphere here?
Will you do me a favor and cool it, man?
Can't we talk, just the two of us?
Well, there's a little coffee shop down the street. We can go there.
Now, listen. I'm mildly involved in this thing. Talk here.
Dave, will you do me a favor and let me handle it, please?
But I want to hear about it.
I'm a little curious myself.
My curious dad happens to be a police lieutenant and the best.
Yes, I remember. I have to talk to you alone.
And that's it. Let's go.
Larry, don't get involved. Let us handle it.
We'll be back in 15 minutes, Dad.
Thanks.
Wait a minute.
Like he says, he'll be back.
Thank you.
So we met Barbara's father in Miami. He was running a nightclub. Now, it seems kind of strange to me, Mrs. Kelly, because I don't know why this private meeting.
Well, about a year after Barbara was born, I found out that he didn't own the nightclub. He just ran it. Bought the boy.
Uh-oh. So that's your story. I married a front man for the syndicate.
Only there's more. He walked out about a year later for Barbara's sake and came to California.
Tell me something. How did you get the money to buy that big mansion in Beverly Hills?
I mean, the boys don't usually pay off that well unless your husband knew too much.
No, he started a laundry business, and it happened to click.
You mean his old pals never gave him any problems?
Not that I knew of. And then, about a year ago, Jerry found out he had cancer. He only lived 8 more months. We were almost broke. And that's how I found out how he kept his Florida friends in line.
Let me guess. Photographs? Stolen files?
Copy of the books?
No, a diary.
Some kind of smart laundry man, your husband. I mean, keeping the dirty linen.
And a couple of days after the funeral, 2 men contacted me and offered me $25,000 if I'd give them the diary.
Well, did you?
Of course not. I didn't know it existed. I still don't.
You mean your husband never told you?
Well, Jerry was pretty incoherent those last months.
So now the boys think you're holding out on them.
So you see why I couldn't file a police report. I am sorry they took it out on you.
Don't worry about it. That's all big guys have to do is beat up on little guys. Where are you and Barbara staying?
Oh, no. If you don't know, then you won't be involved.
Mrs. Kelly, I am involved. Now, where are you staying? Mrs. Kelly, if you're worried about the police, my dad will help us there.
All right. With the Hollywood Elms, the corner of Willoughby and Fountain, under the name of Dooley, apartment 611.
All right. Dooley, Hagen, and Kelly. You wouldn't have a bit of the Irish in you now, would you?
You know, when Jerry was failing so, he kept saying, always trust your Irish luck.
I'll come by later. Give my best to Barbara.
Thanks, bye.
Here's your coffee.
You don't suppose they took a powder on us?
Like you said, he said he'd be back. And he is. But if I know the joy of your life, he's got the lady stashed away someplace.
All right, Larry, where is she?
Forget it. You'll never get to it.
Where did his parents go wrong?
But you said you'd bring her back.
All right, so spank me.
Larry, she was our only lead.
Direction. My only lead.
You know what obstructing justice means?
Look, Dad, I'm sorry, but I just can't bring you in on this.
You've got no choice.
And I'm sorry you feel that way.
Larry, don't you walk away from me.
You know where I'll be, Dad.
Everywhere for that diary. My husband's deposit box, his files, everywhere. Maybe there wasn't any diary at all.
Huh?
Well, maybe my father just made it up. Barbara could be right. The threat would have worked whether a diary existed or not.
I don't know. I'll say one thing. He certainly looked like a happy guy.
He was. We all were. We used to take that picture every year at Arrowhead, like a ritual. I used to take Dooley along. As a gag.
Dooley. Dooley's a leprechaun, isn't he?
Yes. He was a foot taller than Barbara when we bought him. They were inseparable. But when we moved from Walton Street so suddenly, we forgot him, along with a lot of other things in a hall closet.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was the thing you told me about? The thing that your husband used to say to you all the time.
Always trust your Irish luck?
Uh-huh. And he knew that you and Dooley were inseparable, right?
I almost cried when we got here and I found that we'd left him behind. I wanted to go right back for him.
Huh?
Always trust your Irish luck.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Larry, is it possible?
Well, maybe he just figured that Barbara would never let that doll go. Never give it up. And if you didn't know where the diary was, then you couldn't give it up.
And that way we'd always have the upper hand.
Right. I'm gonna go get Dooley.
Wait a second. I still have the key. I'm going with you.
Why?
That isn't exactly an integrated neighborhood, you know.
Well, it will be when we get there. Come on. And Barb?
I know. Lock the door. But why? No one knows we're here but you.
Just humor me.
What apartment?
Fresh card on 611.
What happened?
Where's Barbara? Where were you?
Thank you, that'll be all.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bright move, pal. Leaving her alone, letting yourself be tailed.
Nobody followed me. Nobody knew I was coming here.
Only the men who grabbed the girl.
Oh, no. Good Lord, no.
Okay, how and when?
About 20 minutes ago. Patrol car took the call. When they found Barbara's identification, I got in on it. Called your office.
They've killed her.
Well, they haven't. That's not why they took her.
Isn't it about time you let the police know what this is all about?
I can't.
Mrs. Hagen, they've got your daughter. They may kill her. Now I want to know who they are and why they took her.
You heard her, Dad. She can't tell you.
Last week you were running from them. Now they've got your daughter. Why? What do they want?
Get off her back, Dad. We'll handle it.
Oh, sure you will. You've got a great track record so far.
You think the FBI is going to wait in the wings while you muddle around?
The FBI won't do anything unless a complaint is filed. And she's not going to file one.
That's true.
There, you heard the lady.
All I got to say is you better be prepared to live with us when it's all over.
Well, why did you leave? Where did you two go?
We felt like going for a ride, okay?
Where?
Look, Dave, don't start asking a lot of questions now, please.
Oh, okay. If you need any help, partner, I'll be home.
What do we do now?
We wait. Don't get in touch with us.
Drink?
Oh, yeah. I'd love one. Hello, this is Hagen's residence.
Mr. Miller, I presume?
Do I know you?
The name was Kane. Now it's Stambler. Are you ready to make a trade? The diary for the girl.
How do I know you've got the girl?
Talk to her.
Larry?
Hello, Barbara. Are you all right?
They said I will be if you can bring the diary. Did you find it?
Yeah, Dooley came through. So will we, honey. Where are you?
Now, you know that's not the way the game's played.
Now, you listen to me, Stamler. I don't like your games or how you play them. Why involve the girl?
Why involve the police?
I haven't yet.
Smart boy. And don't have them try to trace this call, will you? Huh? Or follow you?
All right. No fuzz. Just me and the diary.
And the girl's mother.
Why her?
Oh, I might feel like taking her up on a recent offer. Now listen to my instructions.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Directions have been placed in your mailbox downstairs. You follow them. To the letter. If you want Barbara to stay alive.
Well, thank you. Well, that's it. You will be at the corner of Harbor Street and 35th at exactly 11 a.m. on Sunday. That's tomorrow. And I guess we just wait there.
Wait for what?
Wait for them to come and pick us up and take us the rest of the way. As soon as they're sure that the fuzz isn't following us. You know something? Either your husband was one of the great fiction writers of all times, or we're up against a group of multimillionaires who ain't never paid no taxes.
Well, Jerry dealt only in facts.
Yeah, from the hip. And he put it all down in black and white. Listen, if the police want to find the bodies of... Hey, why did R.S. murder a couple of his partners? And who is R.S.?
Oh, I guess that would be Rod Stamler. Probably got greedy. Thought 100% of 10 million would be better than 33%. So he dissolved the partnership.
Yeah, with bullets. You know, our Mr. Stamler could... He could really wind up with no percent at all if the DA ever gets his hands on this.
Larry, that diary's worth Barbara's life.
I'm sorry. How about that, huh? I'm beginning to talk like my father. Well, come on. I gotta go see Dave.
What for?
Because we need insurance. That's it. There's enough information in that book, Dave, to send a lot of guys away for a whole lot of years.
Why bring it here?
It's very simple, man. If we walk in there with it, we may never walk out again.
How do you play it?
Well, the way we figured it is, we keep the date. We meet him. If everything's cool and Barbara's okay, I'll call you. You bring the diary with you and we make the exchange in a very public place. Barbara for the diary, is that right?
Whatever you say.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Aren't you forgetting something?
What?
We get nothing for this? They offered 25 G's for this diary.
The price has changed.
Well, now, lady, wait a minute. I'm not money hungry, but I have a wife. She'd like a new coat, or my kids would like a college layaway plan.
Forget it, Dave.
Forget it? Forget it? Are you kidding? Look at this place. Look at us. All right, lady, I'll be a sport. We'll take 5 G's for our trouble.
Not a dime, sport. Not a dime. Well, look, just do me a favor, buddy. Keep your hands on that book. We got to meet these guys at 11 o'clock tomorrow. If I don't call you by 1, then you turn that book over to my dad, okay?
Larry, you're crazy to blow the dough. Crazy.
All right, so I'm a kook. Come on.
Hey. Stay cool, man.
Don't sweat it, Sarge.
Come in.
Oh, Barbara. Mom. Yes.
Are you really okay?
Nice family reunion. Not the plaza, perhaps, but that's life.
I'm a little disappointed. This office is a step down from your last one, Mr. Stamler. Or is it Mr. Kane? Or just what name are you using today?
The name is Stamler. And I've been looking forward to this, my friend. I run a business. A very large but very simple business. Simplicity. That's the key word. No publicity, no problems, no obstacles. You, my friends, are obstacles. So we remove the obstacles. That's simplicity, isn't it?
You know, I think your friend is trying to tell us he's a very simple man.
Exactly. So now we consummate our little transaction. But first, the diary, please.
Oh, sure. Come on, we're going to leave.
After I get the diary.
Now, you don't really think I'd be stupid enough to bring it with me, do you?
Wasn't that our deal? I get the diary, you get Barbara.
Oh, I'm going to get Barbara, all right. And you're going to get your diary. Only we got a new set of rules. I made them up. First, I go over to that telephone, and I call my partner, Dave, and he brings the diary, and we make the exchange in a nice, quiet place. How about the lobby of the Ambassador Hotel?
Not bad at all. Public place, armed police around. Very ingenious, my compliments.
I'm choked.
Sorry. Wrong number. Good boy. Well, stick around. I'll write you a check for 25 big ones.
Oh, no, man. Not you, Dave. Don't tell me that you really fell for that line of garbage.
Look, we'll talk about it later, Larry.
Oh, no, man. We're going to talk about this right now. Because don't you realize you won't be alive long enough to cash that check? Hey!
Yes, I got it. Tell everyone stop worrying.
Larry, look, man, just get your hand off me and leave me alone, will you?
Will you listen to me? They don't want the girl. They want the diary. This way she gets her daughter back. We get $25,000. Everybody wins.
Everybody loses, man. They can't let us walk out of here.
He has no choice. He can't stand a heat of 4 missing persons.
Didn't anyone ever tell you that you get the same sentence for 1 murder as you do for 4? Why don't you ask your friend? Ask the man. He has all the answers. He brought his story, Dave. But there ain't gonna be no happy ending.
Is he right, Rod? No happy endings?
Only in paperbacks.
We agreed nobody would get hurt.
Well, now you know I can't be trusted, don't you?
Well, there you go, Dave, brother. See you in the cemetery.
Larry. I'm sorry, Larry.
go this way. Come on.
They can't get out of the building. You two cover the stairways.
Now, if we can just stay alive till they get here. Now, you guys wait right here.
How can we ever thank you, Larry?
Well, don't try. I just wish we hadn't lost that diary.
It could only mean more trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm sorry about Dave. Tell me something. Why did you do all this for us? Because of that $50 watch back in college?
Well, I'll tell you what I told my father. See, Barbara cared. Really cared. Long before it became fashionable to care.
Goodbye, Larry.
Bye, Barb. Miss Hagan?
Larry.
Yes.
Your father will be needing this. I think it's called evidence.
Wow. I thought this got burned up in the furnace.
Yep, I lost a good address book there.
You know something? You're some kind of lady.
So long.
Bye.
Coming to dinner or not?
I thought you'd never ask. There it is, Dad. Your evidence.
You see? I told you you'd make a good policeman.
Hey, Dad. You ain't about to make a U-turn, are you?
Why not? I'm the fuzz.